Away from that to Delta State, where the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says the Warri Refinery's Area 1 has officially resumed operations, producing diesel, kerosene, LPG, and heavy naphtha. Helen Osamide Akins reports.
The Warri Refinery and Petrochemical Company is one of several refineries under the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. It has a nameplate distillation capacity of 125,000 barrels per day, but its production declined steadily over time. In 2021, the federal government awarded a contract to repair the refinery for $897 million.
Different flows.
After several years of inactivity, today the Area 1 section of the refinery is off-stream, operating at 60% capacity. At this tour of the refinery by the management of NNPCL and NMDPRA, product from the refinery was sampled and the control room is fully operational.
This plant has 3 stages. We have started in plant 1, which is, we call it Area 1, the fuels plant. It is able to produce AGO, kerosene, naphtha, and also a blend of fuel oil. And these are high-grade quality products that are required in the country, and we may also have a need to export them.
These achievements has been enjoyed by Nigerian public because for the first time in more than a decade or 2 decades, we have had the Unitide, which is October, November, December, January years without fuel queues.
For now, we are producing 2.9 million liters of AGO, 1.9 million liters of kerosene, and fuel oil producing 3.8 million liters, fuel gas, and all that.
The Area 1 section will produce kerosene, AGO, LPG, and heavy naphtha.
Nigerians are waiting, but I'm sure from tonight we will hear the good news that we are ready to prepare a strong demand of the products.
Mr. President's onerous belief that we can get this to work, that we can get these plans to start, and giving us the charge that you must start all 3 refineries. It's already happening. The other plants that will produce PMS are built, and they will also come live.
This is an indication of the determination of our leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his focus and determination by pushing both the regulator and the NNPC to ensure that these plants come on stream.
As trucks are set to distribute the products, loading of the product has also commenced.
Coming upstream of this section of the refinery, there are hopes that in the coming days, the entire refinery will be put to work. Helen Osamide Akins, TVC News, Warri.
And President Bola Tinubu has expressed joy at the reopening of the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company by the NNPC Limited, describing it as another remarkable achievement in 2024 that has strengthened Nigerians' hope in his administration. The president, in a statement, expressed his administration's determination to ramp up local refining capacity and make Nigeria a hub for downstream industrial activities in Africa. For more on the Warri Refinery, Chief Lecturer, Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Dr. Jide Johnson, joins me on the news this hour. Good to have you join us, Dr. Johnson. It's exactly 34 days, really, after the Port Harcourt Refinery began truck loading of petroleum products, and a section of the Warri Refinery is up and running. How did you receive the news?
Well, it's the right step in the right direction. Beyond the announcement, we want to see the trucks on the ground and the products distributed all across the length and breadth of this country. Don't forget, the energy sector is a major driver of the economy. And once we get the energy sector right, we will to drive the manufacturing sector and all other sectors that will power the economy to recovery, and which will lead to economic prosperity for all Nigerians. So with that coming on board, with the private refinery coming on board, a lot of resources will be saved from what we are, in terms of foreign exchange that we have used to import petroleum products in the last 25 years or thereabout. So it's a welcome development, and we hope that this momentum is sustained and the capacity is increased to 100% capacity. When the Warri Refinery is functional, the Port Harcourt Refinery is functional, and then the Kaduna Refinery coupled with the private investment by the Dangote Group, I can assure you that the economy will rebound from the depression which it is now.
All right, and aside the reduction in dependence on importation of petroleum products, importantly, Nigerians desire, a crash in the price of petrol. Do you actually see this impact petroleum pump price?
Yeah. The impact will be fully felt if government adopt the approach of what Brazil did with their oil prospecting company, Petronas, with government divesting in it and allowing fully commercialization of NNPC, with taking cognizance from what happened with Nitel, and you look at the effectiveness and the efficiency in the telco sector compared to what it was before the deregulation of that sector. I think the opening up of this refinery and then government divesting in NNPC and allowing participation and citizen ownership of shares in this company will bring about the needed professionalism and the business and technical know-how, which invariably will save this agency from government bureaucracy, and which makes it more efficient and more productive. I think if we go in that direction, I can assure you that the Nigerian citizen will be the major beneficiary of it. Administration will score a major political point, which no other administration has scored in recent time, particularly since the advent of the Fourth Republic. So that's what every Nigerian is hoping for. Every Nigerian wants the economy to work. Every Nigerian wants every system and every institution, ministry, department, and agencies of government to function, because the functionality of these agencies is to the advantage of all Nigerians. So we are optimistic that beyond the Warri Refinery, all other, which will be a major driver of other sectors of the economy will rebound in 2025, and government should go full hog in privatizing this sector, taking away government bureaucracy and red tapeism from NNPC and allowing private investors to come into this particular sector, which will be a major benefit to the administration and to the Nigerian people.
All right. And you know that we're actually getting to this point after many years of inactivity. How do we keep these facilities working optimally so we do not go back to where we're coming from?
The basic approach is to adopt what was done concerning the telco sector and to borrow a leaf from what Brazil did with their own oil prospecting company. The Brazil oil prospecting company is Petronas, which was a public institution and which the government reduced its stake to 42%. I think we should borrow a template from what Brazil did and from what even Saudi Arabia did with Aramco. And if we use that template, I can assure you a lot of wastages and mismanagement that characterized NNPC in the past will be addressed, and Nigeria will be better for it.
All right, then. Dr. Jide Johnson is Chief Lecturer, Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Thank you very much for talking to us on TVC News at 1.
Thank you for having me, and Happy New Year in advance. Thank you for having me.
I wish you the